1869, and the school actually opened up in 1871, so it's one of the oldest schools in the state of Arizona. And if you're not familiar where it's at now, it has moved since it opened up back in the 1800s. It's located at basically 32nd Street in Van Buren. It's a very small district. It's a K2 school, K3, and then right across the street is the 4-H school. And we basically serve the high-risk kids due to poverty. We're surrounded by the homeless shelters, Salvation Army, United Methodist Outreach Ministries, UMOM, Sojourner. The area that the kids live in is usually very highly mobile, single-parent, impoverished population. Obviously, they're exposed to a lot of things that we don't want children exposed to: prostitution, substance abuse, and substandard housing. There's approximately 1,600 students in both the schools, so they're fairly large schools, and 97% of those children reside below the poverty level. 25% of the students that attend Wilson are classified as homeless. 75% live in below standard living housing, and a lot of them live in the hotels along Van Buren Street. 98% of the students qualify for the free reduced lunches and breakfast. And the latest census, it was identified as the at-risk study as the most at-risk school in terms of poverty out of every school in Arizona. And that study is based on poverty, mobility, limited English proficiency, and test scores, among other factors. And then every student is considered at risk due to gang violence, poverty, drugs, and the quality of housing they live in. And these kids have many struggles to overcome, as you can see, but the amazing thing is our kids just rise above it. If you're familiar with the school ratings, it could be anything or performing below level to excelling, and we're highly performing, and we've actually been excelling in the past. So our kids really do rise above the challenges and succeed at their school, and a lot of that has to do with, I think, this church. I have volunteers in my classroom every year from this church, including my mom. Unfortunately, we lost to Anderson. They moved back home to be with their family, so I'm hoping a lot of you will step up this year to help me out and fill their void. A lot of my teacher friends have noticed that Anderson's my mom coming, so they've asked me to ask you for volunteers. So if you're interested, please let me know. So that's just a little bit about the Wilson. Oh, Mr. Cochran also. John Cochran has been a volunteer all year. Yes.
Let me say, I volunteered in last semester. If I was going to give a what's the word I'm trying to say? Anyway, I could recommend a better teacher. She had those kids up to above par. We had two kids who were both little girls who were slow learners, extremely slow. And we were trying to get them into special ed because they just were having a hard time.
So basically, thank you, John, and Mimi, I don't know if she's here, she also volunteers in the public teacher class. But,
I've been volunteering in my daughter's class all this last year. Well, she's done it a couple of years. And I'm telling you, you get as much or more out of it than the kids do. I've been tutoring.
All in.
Yes. I tutored some of the boys in her class, and it is amazing how well they have done. I have been so tickled. By the end of the school year, they can all read well, and they are just such wonderful children. And, you know, they have a lot of odds against them, but you get as much out of it as the kids do. You really do.
Not only a lot of work, but it's okay.
thank you both. So basically, that's the Wilson School District. Is people volunteers really enjoy it. But besides the volunteering, we need supplies. Between budget cuts and then we can't really ask the children to bring in things because they just don't have the money for it. So that's what we do in August. you.